Thank you to everyone for coming here tonight for such a great event. You know, today we're here to celebrate and honor one of Yonkers' very own. Prestine Wesley, also known as, you got that AKA, is Harry. Harry, right? So you own and operate the successful Harry the Shoe Guy down in Getty Square and is now celebrating 50 years in business. He's been very civic-minded, aside from being a great businessman. He was the founder of the annual YWCA Celebrity Chef event, the founder of Wesley and Friends, where he started food pantries in his shop for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Also the organizer for the Community 5K Run and Walk, fostering a partnership between our kids and law enforcement. Prestine is the perfect example of what a community leader is, and we should all follow his example by giving back just a little bit to our community.
In this area, we all want pieces and parts of him, and he's a legend. He's a local treasure, actually, and so I can comfortably say he's a friend. Sometimes I consider him a father, and of course a local business person.
I can look at him as like a grandfather or just, you know, an elder, but I will say that I can call Mr. Harry friend because, you know, he definitely has been there. And like I said before, you know, he can always offer words of wisdom and just encouragement. And, you know, he's one of those guys that, you know, he just stands in the background. He does a lot of observing and whatnot. And I'm grateful that I've had this time to share with him, and you know, I just pray God continue to bless and keep him and whatever he puts his hand to do.
I'm so thankful that this man is here to give so much of his time to the less fortunate. This is just what he lives for. This man can't do enough for people. I'm just happy to be a part of, to know somebody like this in this area, because you don't find too many like this.
The young people, I mean, when you want to go to look for history or whatnot, Mr. Harry, he's just an open book. If you came in here and just sat down, you know, and just talk with him, he can just tell you so much. And I've learned so much from him just from the times that I've come here, and just the wisdom that he can share with you. It's just priceless. And I definitely, I know that this city is better for it, that the fact that he's been here and he's walked these streets.
But people will appreciate how good you are if you just show them by your actions rather than talking about it. And Mr. Wesley has always been a man of action. And that's what I like. Very quiet, but very firm in his beliefs and taking action to accomplish the goals that he sets. And the other thing is that he's a man with a great many ideas, because every year he tells us he's got another idea about a way to do something that'll benefit, most frequently, children.
I just have to say something. Harry is definitely a pillar of this community. When you walk this landscape of Getty Square, there's no merchant or no one that is not aware of it, does not know who Harry is.
When I first learned that I was going to be the honoree this year at the Dr. Martin Luther King breakfast, of course I was excited, I was surprised, and I'm deeply honored that they've chosen me this year. And I just like to say to Mr. Jim Bossett, or Dr. Jim Bossett, thanks so much for him and his staff and the Nepean Community Center for considering me this year. I just like to say one other thing. When I look back over the years of all the young men that I have been able to say that they have looked to me as a father figure, as a mentor, or just even a friend, I would like to think that Jim was one of those young men, because I have followed him over the years from a very young man up until the present time. I've always been impressed with him. I've always shared a lot of his views and his concerns that goes on in the community. So Mr. Bossett, Dr. Jim Bossett, thank you so much for choosing me this year. Thank you.